it's all about love. Yeah?
Druhá časť představení.
It's like that moment when you're kissed somebody for the first time and you close the door and you walk out and you have kind of sparkling feeling inside yourself. It's something like that. Yeah? Or it's also that moment when you split up with somebody and you know, okay, this is the final move. So you close the door and you walk out and you know, that's it. So it's not only about love, but it's also about sorrow and about pain. Yeah. It's a little bit like sliding down a slide too slowly. Or you could also think it's about drifting through an unknown city, walking through an unknown city in a foreign country you don't know. And because you do so, you start to see things different. You look at things different, and things appearing to you in a totally different way. So you start to take your time, maybe. I'm only talking about the dramatic of that scene, yeah? Or it's in a movie. It's like in a movie. It's like, for example, the unbearable lightness of being. When he comes back home, and she pretends to sleep, and she's waiting for him, and she doesn't ask him, but actually everything is clear. Do you know that movie? No? Or like in a movie, for example, like Wild Heart. You know that movie? No? Okay, but there's a scene in that movie where he's kind of like, Taylor is saying to Lula, okay, just take your baby boy and go and lay. King Kong is climbing on the Empire State Building, has a blonde in his paw, and he's protecting her. And the airplanes are flying around and they fire on him, yeah? And he doesn't know what's happening to him, so he's just like trying to get rid of the airplanes while protecting the blonde with his paw. Something like that. A multimedia show, yeah? It's like, it's a web. It's a web of stories. It's a net, and the floor is black. And the walls are black as well. And the ceiling is about 25 meters up. And the ceiling is full of lamps, of this kind of lamps, moving lamps. But there are like hundreds of them. So what you can do is actually you can create every kind of situation on that stage. There's a sound system hanging like this, but 5 times more speakers. Yeah, bigger speakers, bigger sound. And the acoustic is so good that you can hear a pin drop. Yeah? And there are LED floats everywhere installed into the audience. So if you want, the whole stage emerges in a sea of light. Yeah? And there are monitor towers. There are monitor towers, like 10 monitors up. Yeah? And one is on that side, and the other one is on this side. 2 monitor towers. And there's a monitor backdrop, like the one you have in that supermarket, Tesco it's called, I reckon. The one, you know this LED screen? This kind of screen is there, here, but it's bigger, 5 times bigger. And there are cameras everywhere, cameras mounted everywhere, from the sides. And those cameras are filming. They're filming the images that are happening on stage. But they only take fragments, like hands, or eyes, or ears, and sometimes they take the whole stage. And you can split the screen in as many screens as you want via a matrix. What else? There's smoke. It's a lot of smoke. Yeah? A children's room. It's a quite small space. It's an attic space. Yeah? There's a bed here in the corner. A young, beautiful woman. A femme fatale. She looks a little bit like you. Red hair and this red shirt. She's walking on the street, and she sees a young man. They run into each other's arms and they kiss each other. The young man walks into the restaurant, again straight forward to the crazy lady. He looks at her. She immediately starts to bitch. He gets angry. He tries to keep himself under control. The musical star is so desperate that he... You are the musical star.
Yeah.
Stay here, please. Yeah? middle-aged man closes his eyes and tries to die. The gorilla pulls the blanket over his head and switches the light off. The audience is really touched. Then the musical star starts to sing a love song, but he's only lip singing. The director loves this scene, so he starts to dance around him. He totally forgets about the audience. Okay, stop. I don't want to listen to this bullshit. Just get the fuck out of here. The middle-aged man agrees and leaves. By the way, the director says, if you don't know what to do, maybe you would mime one of those monitor towers. The middle-aged man agrees, comes back on stage, and mimes one of those monitor towers. Super. The young man, could you please come now? The young man is still looking at the dead body of the lady. There is a great silence. So half of them is coming on stage to see what happened to the girl. Would you please come now and assemble around the dead body? Yeah, please. You all, the whole line. You too. Would you also please come? I need more people. Could you please come? The director is still standing in front of the dead body. He's crying. All the performers and the audience who are on stage are looking to the audience who are still in the audience. They're shocked. The gorilla comes from behind, very slowly. Walking towards the young man. He embraces the young man, and they start to dance with each other. Yeah, I think it would be something like that. Thank you very much.